What up, Shinigami Kai? Shinigami here, and welcome back to another episode of Black Belt Story Time. Once again, I'm back from I went to the OG yard. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, there was a big West Coast invasion of the OG yard. About 20 fighters from Streetbeefs West Coast went to the OG yard and fought some of the best names over there. I actually got to fight my personal first pick ever of anyone I ever wanted to fight in Streetbeefs. Striking Viking, but more on that in a minute. Big shout out to Ryu Sending. Thanks for the headband. I gave him one. I didn't give him the one I wanted to give him because I couldn't find it. But next time I go out there, I hopefully will have it. But yeah, big shout out for the Ryu Sending headband. Can't wait to fight you someday, brother. Hopefully when I do that that rematch. So, you know, it's October, spooky season. Don't forget to subscribe to my second channel. I gotta start making blooper reels. Subscribe to my second channel, link in the description below, where I get all done up as a character and do the old TV horror host thing where I host old, cheap, public domain horror movies and make insane amounts of jokes about them. Anyway, on to the story. So, man, where do I start? Always good to go to the OG yard. Always good to see Face and Bestaban, Iraqi Assassin, the whole OG crew. Was a few issues that came up at the last second, but we'll get into that in a minute. So, the whole thing started with 619 going to fight Venom Black. And then, since Leto was his corner man, he didn't want to go all the way to Virginia without doing a fight. And then I got in on it, snowballed from there. And next thing you know, we've got Coyote and 925 Pride and Walk Lobster and just a ton of people. J-Dub made her debut. Ton of people. Wade, WA. Nasty Native. Crazy. Just a crazy roster of people went out there. And ended up being held in a different location in West Virginia. I guess there was something they had to move it, which sucked because we all got our rooms in Winchester. I ended up staying with Wedo past the first night. We went to Queen City Boxing and did a sparring session there on Thursday with most of the as many OG guys as could show up. Big shout out to Demon Monsoon, who actually threw some kicks with me. I didn't expect that, but that was fun. That was like a wild 3-hour sparring session. We got there early. A bunch of the other West Coast guys came in the same day and were just coming straight from the airport. Free smoke and all them, so they didn't get there until after we were already there. Great time, though. Stayed with Wedo and didn't hardly get any sleep because everyone was loud. Brick showed up, woke my ass up. Everybody else kept showing up, waking my ass up. I was trying to get acclimated at the time. Didn't happen because everyone kept waking my ass up. Prodigy woke my ass up the night before the fight at like 4 in the morning because somebody called him and he couldn't, you know, take it outside or, you know, ignore the call. But didn't affect my my energy level though for some weird reason. Which was strange because usually if I don't get enough sleep, I can't function. But got to meet Gorilla, got to meet Venom Black, got to meet a bunch of people. Got more autographs on my trunks, and I also had to retire my headband because it is now the signed OG Invasion headband. You can kind of see it back there. All that black stuff on it is signatures. I got to put mine on there, and next time I see 619, I got to get his. Venom Black had gone down the hill to go get ready and warm up and was just chilling, and he couldn't hear when they were calling him, so I didn't get to see him fight 619 live, which sucked, but like in person, but because of that, and because 619 had his gloves on for like 2 hours, because they told him he was going to be like next and next and next and next, he didn't get to sign it, so Good times though. Good times to be had all around. Went to this. And now I know next time I go to Winchester where to go eat, where to hang out. We were within walking distance at Widow's Airbnb from like the middle of Winchester, like downtown old Winchester that was like established in 1775, something like that, 74. real living piece of American history. I mean, you can around that area, you can tell everything around there. The houses, all that stuff was built like during the colonial era. Um, it's just absolutely crazy how everything looks. uh, um, Wedo went and picked up some like tweaker bartender chick, I guess trying to score some weed, but it was weird. So he picks up this tweaker bartender chick, and they come back to the house, and she keeps going on and on about she's like self-training kickboxing and all that. And Watt got her to do to show a kick, and she slipped and cracked her ass right on the floor and broke her tailbone. I'm gonna try to get the video. Should be right here. I'm editing right about now. Anyway, I ended up sending Wedo like X-rays the next day. Fractured her tailbone. It was absolutely crazy. So that happened. That's the thing that happened. Me and Wade went to go to the Civil War Museum they had there at the old courthouse, which was only $5, but then again, there was not a whole lot there. What was there that was absolutely fascinating, and I learned a lot about the war technology of the weapons tech of the Civil War. I thought they were still just using musket, like muzzle loading muskets and stuff, but they had things that were the precursor of modern bullets and like flak shells and just all kinds of crazy stuff that you never would have thought would have been in existence at that point in history. Wild times. Really, really clean, really nice area. We went to this place called Piccadilly's. Nice bar, good food, a little overpriced, but good food. And then we went to another bar. Me and Wade went to another bar for lunch because we were walking back, and I saw that they had a shrimp po' boy. I haven't had a shrimp po' boy since I was in culinary school. We used to have them in the school cafe, and they were really good. So I was like, man, screw it. Ended up getting one, was really good. And heard an earful from the bartender there who was not too keen on Streetbeefs or Wolverine or Neutral Corner boxing. And we were kind of just looking at each other while she went on this half-hour rant of things that I will not repeat here because it's gossip, and I'm not going to say anything negative about Corey because Corey's a good guy as far as I know. I've never had a bad experience with him. He's always been cool. Took me to dinner last time. If I hadn't screwed up my flight, I would have tried to take him to dinner this time. Probably for the best that I did screw up my flight, though, because financially I would have not been great. But yeah, so OG Yard was a crazy experience. I learned a few things. I will never, ever, ever fly out the same day. Fly back the same day as I fight. I need to make sure I get my travel reservations correct when I book my flight. I don't know how I screwed that up and didn't notice till the week before. Big shout out to Striking Viking. It was cool meeting you, and I look forward to the rematch. Can't really make too many excuses. I don't know. It got me. There's no excuse. I mean, I did kind of get flustered after they stood us up, but because I didn't know about the rule, they didn't explain that rule about having 10 seconds, which is kind of new. I don't know. They didn't really do that last time either. I was out there, but having 10 seconds to advance position or do significant damage versus the fact that I was actually working on the ground like normal MMA rules where you're hitting people. Because I was hitting them. I was in a full mount dominant position. I mean, yeah, I was holding on to me, but anyway, we're gonna run it back, and I've been healing up a little bit. I had a couple of injuries I went with, and healing up didn't really affect my performance, but I need to let them heal up before they do affect my performance. I got a little knee issue, waiting on some X-rays. Had a foot issue, toe injury that I got training for Nasty Native. it's cool having Nasty Native in my corner. Definitely looking forward to training with him in the future after I get my belt back from him next year. Definitely a cool dude. We were homies before we fought, homies after we fought. We'll probably be homies till the day I die. But absolutely wild card. Got to corner Street Bender when he boxed Ryusen, which was interesting to watch. Can't believe Ryusen agreed to box. More balls than me, dude. You're never gonna take away all my weapons like that competitively. I could never agree to do a boxing match. Granted, that's the formula right now. Is I got to start focusing on boxing training a lot for the next few months. Really up that and really let it absorb into my stew of skills that I've accumulated. A lot more conditioning too. I'm maintaining weight below 280, which is nice. Even being off training for a week and a half. So definitely though, I'm going to be doing some cardio, some swimming, because running just don't appeal to me, and pulled my groin the last time I tried to do that. So swimming, going to be doing a lot of swimming, boxing, and jiu-jitsu, and hopefully my karate class comes back soon so I can get kind of just get my roots reattached. I think not being in that environment has been detrimental to my career too as a fighter. There's a lot of things that I could be working on, that I should be working on karate wise. I really just don't have the time or the place for it because I kind of get rushed out of the gym. My karate dojo should hopefully be opening in January. I'm actually going to call my sensei and try to work with him on the weekends again. I hit him up about that a few weeks ago, and he was busy for the rest of September. Said he'd be free in October though, so I'm going to actually call him tomorrow, see what's up with that. But yeah, as it was an amazing time. Liked the new cage. Wasn't too keen on the fact that the ground wasn't level, but it really didn't affect anything either. But yeah, definitely looking forward to going back there for the rematch. Definitely gonna be ready for it, and definitely gonna be getting my mental back to where it was. I haven't been the same since I got COVID. My energy levels have been kind of off. I tried to jump back into training the way I was training before COVID, and I think that was not good for my body. I wasn't really absorbing muscle memory the way I should have. Gonna be hitting up my old boxing coach and working with him. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. Not a whole like a lot happened, but not a whole lot of interesting things happened. But it was definitely a huge team bonding experience. I think the guys that went for the J-Dub, everyone who went for the OG Invasion is going to have a different bond than the rest of the West Coast branch for now. We're going to be doing another invasion of the Scrapyard next year, and then the East Coast is planning on invading the West Coast branch. Now, I was planning on going pro, but I think I need to refine some things, including that boxing. So, even though I kind of need the money right now, I'm going to have to hold off on going pro until next year, just because I want to make sure I'm absolutely ready. And clearly, I granted, like I said, I haven't been the same since COVID, and I kind of rushed into a bunch of fights without preparing properly for any of them. I thought 3 weeks would be enough to get ready for Striking Viking. I mean, not Striking Viking, Nasty Native and Striking Viking. I figured that would kind of flow over. Didn't really do it. But yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do any more fights without at least 2 months to prepare for the fight. And I'm going to try to get a couple more fights in now that I got a little more time. I still got to go up to the Scrapyard and fight Destroyer. I was going to do that, but I canceled because I needed to heal some things, and I knew I wasn't going to have the training time to go get ready for that. Yeah, pretty much it. New merch will be dropping probably before this video is out, so it'll probably be up for sure. Make sure you hit that Teespring link for the Street Panda design. It's dropping, and I might try to drop a couple other designs. I might redo the designs that have my logo on them, since I can actually get rid of the background on them now, and it'll come out better. So look for all that. Till next time, Shinigami out.
Shinigami, samurai master, straight up out the land of Lancaster. No one stronger, ain't no one faster. Turning the opponents into Caspers, ghosts, disasters. We don't do no waiting, where I'm from, we attack them. Swift KO kick to the chin, leave them napping. Sniff, take a whiff, that's the smell of victory. Better fear, making all my peers' careers history. Big dubs, all we catch is big dubs. Karate chops to his tops, leave them big slumped. Humble beast, beefing in the street. We don't take no loss, you gon' catch defeat. You gon' catch a fist and some